Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Geneforge 3! When last we had just made it into Donal's Keep. Or at least the area just outside of Donal's Keep, the city. And now, well, it was a long episode, so we gotta go into the keep itself! So, in we go. When you try to enter the inner keep, one of the guards stops you. Though he is an outsider, he is charged by the Shapers to keep the uninvited out. You aren't going to be able to merely talk your way past him. He says, "Where do you think you're going? Nobody enters the keep without the permission of Guardian Coroner. And that's his orders, not mine. You'll have to talk to him." Guardian Coroner? Okay, he's got to be somewhere around here. That's an elite warrior. My guess is I remember there was a barracks over here, I think? He's probably in here. Wait, there's a door there, isn't there? Yeah, there's a door there, okay. Is the Guardian in here? Somewhere. He is not. Okay. Just a minute while I go try and find this Guardian. Around the barracks at the west side of town. Okay. So, somewhere around here, I guess. The hell, we looked in there, we didn't see him. These are the barracks. He's not here. Oh, there he is, finally! God dang, where the hell were you, dude? Wandered around the entire town for you. Wandering around the island, seeing the fear and respect paid to you by the outsiders, it was easy to forget that you were still an apprentice. But seeing how this Guardian looks at you, it all comes back to you in an instant. At first he looks like he is going to simply tell you to go away. Then for some reason, he thinks better of it. "You. I don't recognize you. An apprentice, a sheep without a shepherd, and probably a waste of my time. I am Guardian Coroner. Outside the main keep, I run things. What do you want?" Can you tell me what has been happening on the island? "No, I can't. I have important things to do. Go bother someone else." Do you have any missions I could help with? Help? Help us? We have the best trained warriors in all of the Ashen Isles here, and a horde of golems to back them up. And you think we need you? Go do errands for the peasants, apprentice. Can I get training? As if we should be wasting our time training lost apprentices. You won't be getting help from me. Find a teacher. I met a messenger named Jane. Say no more. She is desperate, incoherent, wants to give her own special advice to Lord Rahul, like every other warrior in our army. I ought to throw her out of town. She's a waste of our time, but she'll have to return to her station soon enough, I think. I need to enter the main keep and see Lord Rahul. In a moment of unusual politeness, the Guardian manages to keep from laughing in your face. An apprentice? Sent to bother the Lord and Lady? And then I get to hear how angry they are at the waste of their time? Not likely. I have important news from the other islands. What? That the school on Greenwood Isle has been destroyed? That an insane traitor named Latalia is wandering around? You really think there is something you know that Lord Rahul doesn't? I doubt it. Is there nothing I can do to get you to let me in? Coroner thinks, trying to decide how to get rid of you. Alright. We need every shaper we can get. Lord Rahul might be able to use you, if you can prove yourself competent. There's a sage outside the west gate. Name is Gob. He's a competent sort. He's also out of his mind. I gave him one of my swords, a special-shaped blade to polish. He won't give it back to me. I would rather not have to jail him. He is useful in his way, but I'm not going to lower myself by begging him for my own blade. Get it back for me, and I'll let you see Rahul. Why did he take your blade? I made a few comments about outsiders and their lack of magical skill. He took offense. How should I get the blade from him? It isn't important to me. Do what you need to do. I would prefer if he lived, but then we can't have people thinking that they can rob the Shapers, can we? What does the blade look like? It's a shaped blade, about 3 feet long, with an etching of an artilla wrapped around the pommel. Alright. And we do still need to take care of that guy, so I'm gonna go and quickly find the remaining items we need. We got a teacup and a rolling pin. We still need a scalpel and some stone blocks. So just a minute while I go find that crap. 23 minutes later. I give up. I can't find a scalpel anywhere. God dang it. Ah. Fine. Let's get this sword from this guy. I came here from Guardian Querner. He wants his sword back. Oh, he does he? After he dares to come into my shop all full of himself and tell me to my face that Shapers are inherently more intelligent than us outsiders. Well, if he is so smart, why did he give me a sword? And why does he send a lackey like you to recover it? I don't like Coroner either, but he is fighting to defend us, and he can't do that without his sword. Gob is skeptical, but you do your best to convince him that the Shapers, as little as he likes them, are still trying to protect him. Your most convincing arguments finally shift him a little bit. Oh, alright, he can have his stupid sword. It is through that door to the south, down the hall, first door on the left. I'll deactivate the traps. Watch out for the claw bug. Now go away. Okay. Well, on the plus side, the traps are deactivated. On the minus side, god dang it. Hey, maybe we'll actually find a goddamn scalpel in here. Nothing there. Actually, we can take those. Nobody sees anything. There's the claw bug. Ow! Ow! Very ow! And I can't get around to it. Okay. Ooh! Oh, nice! I did not realize she could do that. Yeah, little experience from those. Alright. Let's see. This storeroom is mostly full of crafting tools. No doubt some of this equipment is rare and valuable, although you have no idea which items are expensive and which are junk. There is one item, though, which is clearly valuable. There is a fine-shaped blade on one of the stone tables. It is a beautiful piece of work. It bears an interesting and distinctive design as well, an artilla wrapped around the pommel. A blade of this quality, enchanted and worked with essence, normally belongs to a guardian or other high-ranking official, and yet here it sits in a dusty back room. Excuse me. Coroner's blade. Yep, that'll be it. And a couple gems we can take. Sure, let's see what's in here. Number of coins, and... Ooh, runed amethyst. Wait, amethyst? Acid infusion. Not bad. Living knife. 7 to 28 plus 2 dexterity of creations. Demon's bile and wiry moss. This guy's got a lot of stuff in here. Infiltrator cloak. Plus 2 armor, plus 1 leadership and mechanics, plus 2 hostile effect resistance. I think we'll probably sell that. And an artilla eye. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff in here. Okay. Crap. Oh! Oh boy. Oh jeez. Ow! Oh crap! Well, we can go through that, just gotta be a little quicker. Well, we managed to disarm both of those mines, thankfully. Now let's just sell the few items we got, deposit the others that we got, and then go give them that sword. This feels like a really long episode because of how bloody long it took to actually try and fail to find a friggin' scalpel. But I know it's not that long, so I'm gonna keep going. Here you go. I got your sword back. Coerner takes the sword and examines it. He inspects the blade closely, looking for signs of damage. Finally, he nods. Good. If Gob had damaged this sword, I would... Never mind. I still think that you will be a waste to Lord Rahul's time, and when he sees you, he'll throw you right back out. But I will keep my end of the bargain. I will send word to the guards to let you in. Now, leave me. We, too, need a little time to get reacquainted. As you wish. We do have to go see Lord Rahul. And hey, maybe we'll be fortunate and find a goddamn scalpel in this place. Ugh. I can't believe it's so hard to find a single flippin' scalpel. You enter the Inner Keep, the largest building in the Ashen Isles. It was built by Donal, the Guardian who 2 centuries before led the force that tamed and colonized these islands. Donal was a mighty warrior and he built a mighty fortress. Since then, this fortress has been the site of almost constant magical practice and experimentation. So much power has been summoned here for so long that it has practically sunk into the stone. The walls and floor seem to glow with absorbed energy. The Ashen Isles are now ruled from here by Lord Rahul and Lady Anjali. Lord Rahul is another mighty guardian in the tradition of Donal. Lady Anjali is a skilled shaper and renowned teacher of magic. This building is, in many ways, the heart of these isles. If it falls, everything will crumble around it. Alwyn doesn't seem to be intimidated. He seems at peace. At last, a place where I do not need to be constantly questioning. This is a place where answers are known. As you say. Well, there's warriors here. Elite warriors. The guards stand silently at attention. Guards in Lord Rahul's keep don't allow themselves to be distracted by conversation. You can't help but be impressed by how massive the soldiers are. All of the mightiest warriors in the Ashen Isles are enlisted to protect this keep. It is vitally important to protect Lord Rahul and, by extension, the creations he controls. I'm guessing this is just a route around the outside. We're not going to pick any doors. We'll look in places and stuff like that, but we're not going to pick any doors. If we find a scalpel, I am friggin' taking it. Ah, there. This looks like the way around the outside. 6? No. Not doing that. Yeah, this probably just goes around the entire outside of the place. Yep. I can see right here, this is probably the middle, so this corner down here is probably like the barracks and the like. This is a small shooting gallery for target practice. The northern wall is heavily scarred by scratches and burns. Yeah, the southeast looks like it's the barracks for all the warriors and guards. Makes perfect sense. I imagine the center is where Lord Rahul is. Yeah, so we'll go in the center last. There is someone here. Oh, it's just a servant. You meet one of the many servants that keeps this massive fortress functioning. A brief conversation reveals some tedious castle gossip, but no information of value. Alright. We'll go in the way I usually go, counterclockwise, as usual. Starting in the outside like this. Right there. I do kind of like how they give areas like this their own place without actually putting it on the map. It's interesting the way they did that. There's someone in here. Just a servant. Well, can I disarm this trap? Yes, and I got 2 experience from it. Not much, but something. 2 living tools. I wonder... Nobody's looking. Girdle of Life, plus 5% armor, plus 2 endurance, and endurance of creations. No one saw anything. I think we can sell that. Nice as it is, I prefer the strength. Let's see. In here... Ah! Place to heal up if need be. This is probably where the shaping happens. Shaper Danelle. This shaper is stooped over and her robes are worn. Though she takes extra care to conceal her face, she is clearly extremely old. A thin voice emerges from the shadows under her hood. I am Shaper Danelle. I am the Purity Officer for the Ashen Isles. It is good for you to have come to assist me. What is a Purity Officer? You have to lean close to hear the quiet voice emerging from the hood. I purge. I find the secrets of the Shapers that have shaken loose, and I recover them before they are seen or used by outsiders. I maintain our secrets. If you find any Shaper tomes or artifacts or research notes or things that outsiders should not see, bring them to me for destruction. I will pay you bounties for the trouble. What sort of things have you destroyed recently? A few of those forbidden crystal canisters, several books, a servile, all things infected or bearing secrets that left our control. Huh. Do you destroy everything brought to you? No, only things that are forbidden, or that have outlived their usefulness, or things we have no room for, so we only destroy most things. Have you found anything useful I could have? Such things are reserved for those in the employ of Lord Rahul. I would be the target of his displeasure if I squandered our resources on apprentices. I might have something to give you. Yes? I am eager for corruption to purge away. Well, I did find this shaping tome in the mines on Greenwood Isle. The Shaper takes the book and flips through it. This is far too simple to take up valuable storage space. She tosses it into the fire. Then she hands you a gemstone. This was recovered from someone who should not have had magic. Maybe you can use it. It would be difficult to destroy it. Runed onyx. Oh, nice. Magicisms. Yay. Yes, remember that tome? It was part of that quest to, yeah, there was some guy on that isle who wanted the tome, but we could not hand it over. This chamber contains a large forge covered with row upon row of thin, elegant runes. It seems to have been enchanted, magically augmented for the purpose of crafting magical equipment. However, a long, thin crack runs up the forge's side. Whether through carelessness or magical overload, the forge has been ruined. How unfortunate. This guardian is a blacksmith. This is actually quite an honorable position for a guardian. Their magical training enables them to bind essence into blades and armor, creating shaped equipment. This skill is rare and valuable. The guardian nods to you. Welcome, young Shaper. I am Sciolino. Have you, like so many others, come for equipment to help you in the fight against chaos? What are you normally working on? Many things. Many valuable weapons, enchanted rings, protective charms, enchanted gems to augment equipment, and so on. But my work has nearly stopped. My poor enchanted anvil had finally succumbed to all the demands made on it by the needs of wartime, and now I can make very little. Did you break the anvil? In a sense, the guardians and agents who pestered me day and night broke it by drawing on its magic more than it could bear. How can you get another anvil? With years of work, shaping, and effort, and equipment from the mainland, and of course none of these things are available. The Shapers would be aided greatly by the presence of another enchanted anvil on this island, but I have no idea if such a thing is possible. With essence and tongs, I am eager to work. What else do you seek? Alright, let's trade. Of course, Shaper, I can buy inferior gear from you to strip out the impurities and gain raw materials for my own creations, or I can sell my fine shaped weaponry and armor. He looks at Alwyn, noting his sword with disapproval. Also, your friend here is not using a blade suitable for a guardian. For 800 coins, I will purify its metal and strengthen the blade with essence. Gladly! Please improve Alwyn's blade. Sciolino accepts the payment. Then he leaves the room and returns with a pot of raw essence. As you watch, he casts a spell, making Alwyn's blade red hot. Sciolino pounds on the sword with the hammer, working the essence into the searing metal and creating an edge that will be nearly impossible to dull. Finally, he returns the blade to Alwyn. Here you are, young guardian. This will serve you well in battles to come. Alright, what have you got? Wait, Sciolino starts to leave the room to get his display case, but then he stops. Oh, wait, I have heard of you. I have heard some ugly rumors. I make shaped weaponry and armor, the most honorable equipment available to a Shaper. I will not sell my gear to someone who has so loudly and publicly expressed doubt about our beliefs. Oh. I see. Well. Okay then. You find a book of magical instruction. It is an advanced tome, one that many outsiders would pay almost anything to read. One of the many advantages of being a Shaper is that you are allowed free access to rare texts like this one. You spend an hour reading the book, focusing on the sections appropriate to your skill level and needs. The time was profitably spent. Your skill with healing craft increases. Marvelous! I'm not going to go near that. Yeah, the power crystal to the south is kicking off an impressive amount of searing magical energy. I ain't touching that thing. And nothing there. Before I go around into the next area, I'm going to take a look at what's in here.